listening to the Virtual CISO podcast, providing the best insight on information security and security IT advice to business leaders everywhere.
One of the things I tend to advocate, because I agree with you on the complexity side, we need the layers, right? We need a certain stack of tools. Sometimes, best of breed versus single vendor, both from a services vendor and or from the perspective of, whether it's a Palo or Fortinet or, Zscaler, whatever. Sometimes having, not best of breed and sometimes having just single vendor to simplify that ongoing operation, maintenance, knowledge, understanding, training can be helpful. Are you guys advocates of that?
Well, I mean, I think the most important thing an organization needs to ask themselves when talking about all these things is, what do we have an appetite to take ownership of from a security perspective? Do we want to be responsible to protect all of our assets, or do we want to outsource some or all of those layers? And I think what you notice there is that for folks that don't have an appetite to do it, working with a single vendor who is going to drag along whatever tools they prefer, it's fine because it's on them, and you're never going to get best in breed for every layer there because it's the MSSP's choice. If you do have an appetite and you have a team, then you have the ability to sort of choose best in breed or customize based on your use case. So I think it's really all about what does your bandwidth look like, and sometimes simplicity will mandate that you don't get the best solution, but I'd rather go wider than go deeper if I have less resources.
When you say go wider, define what you mean by that.
Well, what I mean by that is I'd rather find one vendor that can tick all the boxes for me, but maybe not tick some of the more obscure or sort of more on the fringe boxes. Instead of finding the best tool that can do, the best set of tools, and now I have to manage 10 tools.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. I agree completely. So I mean, I think we'd both agree that you need basic mail filtering capabilities in place, right, to limit the amount of crap that gets down to the desktops, and more advanced features like sandboxing and link review and things of that nature. But no matter what, we can do all the SAE training, we can do all of the phishing, but still, statistically, you're lucky if you get your phishing, false phishing down to 4%, right, in most organizations. So you're going to have people clicking on the stuff.